welcome back to Chasing Trophies. Hope everyone is doing well. आज का टॉपिक इज अबाउट द पिच अगेन. ये टॉपिक बहुत निकलता है स्पेशली जब इंडिया में टेस्ट मैचेस होते हैं, पर ये टेस्ट मैच होता है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में. It finished in under 2 days. Bangladesh versus Australia. It was a very difficult pitch to bat on. From the Australian side of things, their commentators, their players, they were saying that Bangladesh's technique wasn't good enough and everything like that. But we were pretty aware of Bangladesh's technique in the first test match. वहाँ पे एकदम जबरदस्त था. Second match में एकदम से खराब नहीं हो सकता technique. There has to be something in the pitch as well. And Australia themselves struggled. They were like 120 for 7, 120 for 8. If it wasn't for Nathan Lyon and Cameron Green, they would have been wrapped up by under 150 as well. Faiz is joining me. Obviously, the talk of pitches always happen, particularly when India is running through opposition. I do like pitches in Australia and England, but this one again was a very extreme pitch. And if you are going to blame the rank runners, this was also a rank green pitch, which was very difficult to bat on.
Yeah, I mean, यही तो है भाई. देखो, at the end of the day, home advantage बोल दो आप या कुछ भी, you're going to take advantage. And Australia was in a predicament when they lost at Darwin. They just didn't understand what they had to do, right? Like एक हैबत शुरू हो जाती है क्योंकि आपके पास ठीक है आप ज़्यादा टेस्ट मैचेस खेलते हो, but आप किससे टेस्ट मैचेस खेल रहे हो? आप खेल रहे हो इंडिया से away to India, New Zealand at home, when New Zealand is familiar to those conditions, and then South African team as well, which is going to be so it's always a saucy affair between those two. Now you have to play out your cards very smartly. That how am I going to get to my best chance? क्या है तो आप एक saucy pitch बनाओगे, and I don't think हमें problem है वो चीज़ से, right? Like आप करोगे क्योंकि आप you're allowed to do that because that's what you'll call the home advantage. You have the pace attack to it. Obviously, your pace attack was also getting criticized. They stepped up by volumes, getting wrapping everybody up for 6-4. 64, 5-4-4 for Mitchell Starc and all of this thing. Now, the thing where it pisses off or ticks off Indians in the subcontinent when you are doing the same thing and then you're calling like, you're getting called something like, a cheater or a doctored pitch and आप लोग वैसा नहीं जीत सकते. So it's about that. Just because one skill set you can't play, and if someone is playing it to their advantage, that doesn't make it wrong. And vice versa, अगर आप pace attack रखते हुए आप पेस के हिसाब से पिच को डॉक्टर कर रहे हो और ऑपोजिशन टीम्स नहीं संभल पा रही हो तो फिर लाइक इट्स द सेम थिंग. इट्स व्हाट टिट फॉर टैट वाला सिचुएशन है. बट ऑस्ट्रेलियन बीइंग ऑस्ट्रेलियन दे ऑलवेज लाइक टू जज एंड बी मेकिंग अदर पीपल फील लाइक दे आर डूइंग समथिंग रॉन्ग.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? Like the fact they made the pitch might not be a problem. It's not a problem for me and you, but I think the problem in lies where you are trying to defend it when you make that kind of pitch, or when someone else makes it, you attack them. I think that is where the Australians need to understand that, for winning, if India is doing that, then Australia is doing the same kind of thing. They were in a desperate situation. Like you said, they have a very hefty WTC test schedule coming up, and it's actually probably the most difficult one. And I don't really blame them for making a pitch like that. It's just that, when you hear the commentators say there's nothing wrong with the pitch, I think that is, you're lying to the audience. I don't think you should be doing that. In my opinion, you should be giving them the truthful picture. There's no harm in saying yes, this pitch has grass on it. This is extremely helpful for the bowlers. Even Pat Cummins came out and said, the Bangladesh's technique wasn't that good. But Pat Cummins should understand that the same Bangladesh team showed technique in the first test match. So it can't just be a matter of technique. There has to be something in the pitch as well. And it's not just like Mitchell Starc injection mark ke aake le liya. He was getting more assistance in this game. And you saw the same thing with Shariful. If it was just about Mitchell Starc, then Shariful wouldn't be picking up. He picked up 7 wickets in one innings. Right, he had the best figures in the game if you look at it from a wickets perspective in one innings. So there is something in the pitch 100%, and I think that's all Australia need to accept. Why they did it, we all know. Is it okay to do it? It's obviously okay to do it, but it's just that don't go and call out other people, because we've seen matches finish in India in 1.5 2 days. Now, this would have been headlines if it was Australia allowed. It will be headlines if Australia is allowed in 1.5 days in Ahmedabad later in or early next year. There's going to be the headlines. This is not Test cricket. This is like T10 cricket. Why is it finishing at 90? No one right now. Everybody's talking about Mitchell Starc as the best bowler in the world, and rightly so. But that's how it should be maintained also when India is playing. Ravi Chandran, Ashwin, and Jadeja, unka image tarnish ho gaya tha because are ranked runner pe khel rahe. I understand I understand the difference between a ranked runner and pitches in England, Australia, where they can improve in New Zealand, they can improve in day 3, day 4, day 5. But this is clearly not that pitch. This was a dodgy pitch. It should be rated below par in my opinion, and it wasn't. a pitch which would have sustained 5 days. There's no chance. If that was the case, Australia should have batted 2 days, right? Like if it was actually a very good pitch, that which Pat Cummins was suggesting, and the Australian commentators were suggesting, and even the Australian players, then they should have batted 2 days. Why did they get folded in 3 sessions, right? They shouldn't have been folded either. So I think that is it is more of that kind of case. Me and you don't have a problem with the game finishing in 1.5 days, but it's the same people who have a problem who right now are reversing the logic, right? They're saying कि भाई नहीं अपने लिए problem नहीं है अभी मगर वो टाइम पे problem है जब इंडिया में खेलने वाले. So I think it is a matter of that, but hopefully we'll see what happens in the BGT, but hopefully they don't make those kind of excuses then.
I mean वही है ना, इट्स अ मैटर ऑफ जब तक आप पे नहीं आती ना कोई बात, जनरली इन लाइफ आल्सो, लाइक कभी आप पे वो मुसीबत नहीं पड़ी तो आपको वो समझ में नहीं आता. एंड लाइक अभी आपके ऊपर आ गई ये मुसीबत, इन द सेंस लाइक you know also like okay what you're doing and stuff, and but you're just trying to be cocky about it and saying it's not like that. हालांकि you're going through the same thing, you're doing the exact same thing. Because यार अगर आप उनका कैलेंडर ही देख लो, हम सब बोल रहे कि भाई इट्स अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट कैलेंडर टू गेट आउट ऑफ, एंड ओनली टीम दैट कैन स्टिल डू इट इज ऑस्ट्रेलिया विद एन एजिंग bowling side. Now with that aging bowling side, you're going to have to not lose to Bangladesh. If you lose to Bangladesh, then the next 12 test matches are going to be very difficult for you, right? You've got 9 in New Zealand and India, and then you've got 3 against South Africa, 2 against South Africa. So the next 11 to 12 test matches are going to be difficult. In the combined test match, basically you're made only about 320 runs, I think, 60 plus 90 for Bangladesh, and 160 for Australia. 200 for Australia. 200 and like 150. So that's like 350, 360 runs in the entirety of a test match. So that again is like a little bit dodgy, like we're saying. And we lost 18 wickets in one day. Where Shariful picked up 6, Stark picked up 6. So the numbers don't make sense. But we are not saying it is the wrong way to go about things. I think it's perfectly thing. You can say Bangladesh should have been ready for the challenge. You can say that. But what the opposition is trying to explain to the Australians is why when others are doing it as well, then just hazam kar lo. आप technically astute batsman लाओ to play that rank turner. आप क्यों नहीं ला पा रहे? आपके जब स्मिथ और ये लोग नहीं खेल पा रहे, वहां आपको हो रहा है कि हमारी इमेज के धज्जियां उड़ रहे. मतलब आप टेक्निकली वो नहीं है रैंक.
बिकॉज अब क्या हो रहा मालूम मैं नोटिस करा साउथ अफ्रीका वाली सीरीज में, आप भी नोटिस करे होंगे कि अपने ही लोग आप रैंक टर्नर क्यों बना रहे यार, लाइक इसलिए बना रहे बिकॉज आप ऑपोजिशन को तकलीफ देना चाह रहे. दैट इज द मेन चीज, राइट? आप उनके लिए सबसे ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट. अब ये अलग बात है कि हम जो भी पिच दे रहे हैं हम हार रहे हैं, वो अलग बात है. वो अपनी फॉर्म अच्छी नहीं है टेस्ट क्रिकेट में, पर्टिकुलरली एट होम, वो अलग बात है, उसका कुछ नहीं कर सकते. मगर अगर आप साउथ अफ्रीका सीरीज देखें, वहां पे आप फ्लैट पिच पे भी हारे और आप रैंक टर्नर पे भी हारे, आप दोनों तरफ हारे. बट ये पिच के बाद तो होते रहेंगे. आई थिंक इट वाज इंपॉर्टेंट, इट्स गुड दैट फैज भाई एड्रेस दिस एज वेल. इट वाज अ गुड आइडिया टू मेक दिस वीडियो बिकॉज दिस इज टॉक्ड अबाउट अ लॉट, व्हेन इंडिया इज मेकिंग these pitches at home, and now that Australia made it, it's good that we mentioned it, and let's see what happens. I think overall it's a win for Bangladesh this series, but at the same time, Australia were brilliant in the second test match, no doubt about it. Nothing to take away from Mitchell Starc, he was incredible, and Cameron Green to play like that. Him and Nathan Lyon were outstanding with the bat. And congratulations to both teams, one apiece. I think Australia will be more frustrated that didn't win the series, and but thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Faz, as well.
Thank you.
We will catch you guys on the next episode. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and do drop a comment on the video as well. Take care, everyone. See you in the next episode.